Well, first of all, let me add my thanks from the Department of Intercollegiate Athletics at George Fox University. This is a great day for our university and for our athletic department, and a major step in the return of Bruin football, which I have been excited about for a long time. Chris rose to the top of a very strong candidate pool for a variety of reasons. He is a man of strong faith, which is very important at George Fox University. He fits who we are, the way he invests in student athletes wherever he has been, and it's more than just football. And I see some of his guys in the back of the room that are little warriors that could tell you stories of what exactly that means. That it's not just football. It's about life. It's about learning to be the kind of person and being the best person that you can be. That resonates with us at George Fox University as well as it does at Loa. He's had 20 years of coaching experience at the Northwest Conference level, including a national championship at Linfield College, a state championship at Aloha, which you're all aware of, which is just an amazing, amazing story. It's my privilege at this point to introduce the new head football coach at George Fox University, Chris Casey.
I want to thank everybody for being here. The George Fox administration, Craig, I know that Robin's trying to get here, the president. My wife and all 4 of my children are here, very, very important for me. I have many other family members here. I think this is a good fit. As Craig said, there's a real past connection. We grew up 1 block from George Fox College, our family. We literally grew up playing ball on the fields at George Fox. Pat and I were ball boys on the very last football team at George Fox in 1969. So just great, many, many stories and connections like that, and I think it's a great fit from that standpoint. As well, it is a Christian college. I'm a Christian man. That's very important to me. It's a very, very strong academic school. That's very important to me, and I know the college and all the student athletes that come there. I do have 22 years total of Northwest Conference experience when you include as a player and a coach, and of course we've had family members attend there. So we have just a great connection. I think it's a great match in so many ways, and really feel good about that. Just want to say a couple things about the value of athletics, and something that I've learned again through my parents and through Coach Rutschman. You know, it's when you start talking about a job and what's important in a job, making sacrifices, being a team player, working hard, having a great attitude, being able to adjust, maneuver, adapt with a group to be able to finish what you start, stick with something. I don't think there's any place we teach those types of values better in anywhere in our whole academic system than team sports. And so that's the way we're going to run things at George Fox. We want to build championship caliber people as well as a championship caliber program, and we want to do both of them. We don't want one or the other. We want to do both. So the value of athletics is the thing that's drawn me to small college athletics in the Northwest, playing at Linfield for Coach Rutschman and then coaching at Linfield and Whitworth College. Again, I've had 22 years. And I just think the positive impact it's had on kids' lives and the leadership values and qualities they learn that will help them as a husband, a father, a church member, a worker, is so valuable to their lives, and I know that our players can attest to that. And one of the reasons they're here is they've had a great experience playing athletics. I also think it's a great link to the school itself. When you start talking about school enthusiasm, school spirit, school unity, what better way, or what one of the best ways is, again, through team sports. The women's basketball team there's won a national championship. They're very, very good again this year. The men's baseball team has won a national championship. They've been very strong in track for many, many years. They've had a history of that. They've had many good men's basketball seasons over the years. So they've had a long-standing tradition of athletics, and we want to continue that and be a blend with the campus and fit in all ways, in all the different ways that are possible. There, we want to fit in from a Christian perspective, from an academic perspective, and from a perspective of athletics themselves. But it's I think a great unifier of a school. I think it's a great link with the alumni, and I think it's a great link also with the community, and can bring a lot of passion, enthusiasm, electricity, and excitement to that community. at Newburgh. And I've been just thoroughly impressed, overly impressed with Craig and with Robin Baker, the president, and with all the people that I've met there, the search committee, everybody, just the true commitment to doing this and doing it the right way and doing it well, and not just throwing it out there and having something that brings more enrollment to the campus, but putting it in a position to have success. And I'll tell you something about having success. The very values that I just talked about, Christian values, academic values, and life skills, you teach those a lot better when you're having success. Okay, you don't teach those as well when you're 0-9. You teach those a lot better when you're having success, and that's again why we want to have success in both areas, on the field and off the field. But their thoroughness and their diligence has just been outstanding, and I've just been so impressed with their commitments. One of the reasons that I took the job was I saw how committed they were to making this thing a success and doing it the right way. There were some things that worked out with the college timelines, with some things they're doing with the field, the structure, the financing, to start with the strongest base possible, to get the longest time to recruit, to have the best foundation to start with. This was end up being best for everybody. We'd like to jump in and get started right now in a lot of ways, but this was best for everybody. And so I just feel very, very blessed that it worked out to be a win-win deal where I can stay at Aloha one more year with my guys, and then move on to George Fox and have those other guys become my guys. I think a couple key things in starting this thing will be staffing, will be recruiting. I know we have to develop an identity, we have to develop tradition, we have to develop player leadership. Those things are all going to take time. To get a system implemented, you have to have your strength and speed and conditioning program. You have to put in an offense, a defense, a special teams. You got to start building relationships around the football program, again, with the college and the community. We're looking forward to working on all those things. And the last thing I would say before I'll take some questions is, I was asked this question at almost by the faculty, by Craig and Robin themselves, and that was a faculty group that met with me. With the search committee was, how do you feel you're going to be the first year, the first 2 years? And my answer is we're going to play to excellence. We're going to flat play to excellence. And what I mean by that is relative to where we're at with implementing a brand new program and a brand new system and the experience of our players, I expect us to play to excellence and nothing less. That may mean that we don't beat a Linfield or somebody the first year, but we're going to play to excellence. Nobody's going to dictate how we perform or play except us. We're in charge of us. And so, that's the way we're going to do things. You can live in two worlds. There's two worlds you can live in. You can live in the world of excuses, or you can live in the world of answers. It's your choice. And excuses, people that live in the world of excuses are they always find a way, a rationale not to do something, for not succeeding. People that live in the world of answers, they always find an answer. They work hard enough to where they find an answer to overcome, to achieve, to solve problems. And I'll tell you, hard work is the great equalizer. We've proved that at Aloha High School. And that's another reason not leaving there is so key to me this year. You'd have to be in Aloha, and all the Aloha people here know this. It's kind of like when my wife had her first child. She made the comment, nobody knows what it's like to have a child until you have a child. There's some things you can't get the experience of until you experience it. And nobody knows what it's like to be in the Aloha community unless you are an Aloha person. To experience, it's like Jerry Ulmer from the Oregonian told me a couple years ago. He said, the bond here is so strong you could cut it with a knife. He said it's unbelievable when you guys get done doing something in a sporting event, especially football. He said people don't even shake hands, they just hug. The bond, the link, the feeling is so strong, and athletics has given that community so much hope and so much pride and so much just self-esteem. It's unbelievable. So again, that's how we did it there with those kinds of things, and I want to do the same thing at George Fox. Thank you very much.